Do Pokemon's IVs matter in Go Battle League? What is going on, everybody? Zyonik here, and in today's video we're going to be kind of shedding some light on the IV questions that I have been seeing popping up a lot in the comments. Now when it comes to PvP IVs, there's a lot of gray area, if I'm being honest. It's not so cut and dry. Now, I will say out the bat, for Master League, you guys want to get the 100% IV. You guys want to get the best IVs possible. We're not talking PvP, we're talking like the raid IVs, right? So you're raiding Pokemon, 100% IV, sky's the limit, max those things out. But for Ultra League and Great League, it's gray. It's a gray area because there's two different things to account for. Firstly, the quote-unquote PvP IVs is looking to maximize the stats that you can get, so you're a more bulky version of that Pokemon. But on the flip side of that, because of how CMP works, which is charge move priority, if you guys have ever noticed, you get a charge move off at the same time as your opponent, but they get it off first. That's likely because they have a higher attack stat. So let's talk about Great League right now, because that's kind of where Go Battle League is at, and we've already referenced Master League. But in Great League, what really matters is one question: does this Pokemon max out to level 40 under 1,500 combat power? So the Great League limit when it comes to your Pokemon. If it's yes, so Pokemon like a Sableye or Pokemon like a Medicham, then you want those to be 100% IV because you want them to get all the stats they can. But for the rest, like most common Pokemon like Registeel or Altaria, the culture has been to get lower attack stat and higher defense and HP. Now when it comes to understanding why this happens, for why you want less attack and more defense and HP, you gotta look underneath the hood. And here we're on pvpoke.com, where you guys can do a ton of stuff. So a more detailed video about this website coming out later, so be on the lookout for that. But right here we're taking a look at the IV. So this Altaria on our left has a 0 attack, 14 defense, and 15 HP. It can reach level 29 before maxing out underneath 1,500 combat power. The Altaria on our right is 100% IV, right? 15, 15, 15. But it can only reach level 26 before it goes to maxing out underneath 1,500. So let's say we were to change it to level 29. Look at its combat power. Its combat power is now 1661. That's why Pokemon who are perfect IV for Master League cap out so high, because you attribute more value to combat power with the attack stat. So if we put it back at 26, let's take a look at the overall stats right here. So overall, it's 2,079 overall stats. It's got 133 stamina, right? On the Altaria on our left, overall stats, it's 2,212. That is a lot more stats. And if you take a look, it's got 8 more HP than the Altaria on our right. Now, this is why the gray area happens. Look at the attack stat. So, right, the attack stat on our left is 101.4, and the attack stat on our right is 106.2. That means the Altaria on the right will win CMP tie. And if we take a look at the battle breakdown right here, the Altaria on the right will win the one shield situation, and that is because it wins the CMP tie. They both have sky attack at the exact same time, but the higher attack stat one will get it off first. So then you're like, okay, well, then we want higher attack. Well, no, not necessarily, because then if you go in the two shield situation, the defensive option, the better PvP IV, will win the 2 shield because it has more HP, where the value or the damage being done is going to be Dragon Breath that finishes off, and you have 7 more HP. Which is why it's a gray zone, because on one side of the coin you win CMP, but on another you lose in 2 shield situations. So that is why you can't account for everything when you choose the Pokemon. It's a gray area. So now you're thinking, great, Zyonik, cool. Everyone's been telling me PvP IVs, but now you're telling me there's CMP tie. I don't know what to choose. Well, this is the best information that I can give you, and the best advice I can give you is this. I have one question when it comes to deciding what to invest in. And the question is this Pokemon easy to find? So let's take Registeel for example. Is this Pokemon easy to find? Typically, the answer is going to be no. A lot of people don't have Registeels that are going to be readily available and willing to trade that are under 1,500 combat power. So if you only have 1 or 2 Registeels, just look up to see which one is the best that you have and go with that. In these battles and in a battle video that's on my channel, I went 15-0 in Go Battle League with a terrible stat Registeel. He is a monster in Go Battle League, whether you have good stats or bad stats. It's how you use him and the movesets you use on him that make him so good. And let's say Altaria, for example, one of the best Pokemon in Go Battle League for the Great League. Is this Pokemon easy to find? Yes. Swablues are everywhere, and lots of people will probably have Swablues just sitting around in their Pokemon space in their game, so you can easily trade to try to get the best PvP IVs. So that's why I'd go the other route. Trade/catch for better PvP IVs. And that is why I referenced the pie chart from below. The 95% of battles will come down to the use, the moveset, and the skill that you have with that Pokemon over the IVs, because every situation is different. This game is fluid. This game is constantly moving, is not a stagnant X beats Y, therefore that is the match. No, there are so many different possibilities and different situations that could account into a win or a loss outside of the IVs of that Pokemon. So now if you guys want to look up how good is your Pokemon, what are the stats on it, what's its rank, you guys can head over to Go Stadium's website. So shout out to Go Stadium. Go Stadium is a PvP Discord community that is just absolutely amazing. If you guys are veteran battlers, you guys know about Go Stadium. If you're new to PvP and you use Discord, join this Discord group. Absolutely amazing. Link down in the description to that, and link down in the description to this website. So what you guys can do here is you guys can type in the Pokemon that you want to look up. Let's say we look up Registeel, right? For Great League, we leave it at Wild Catch, and then maybe let's look up my Registeel, right? It was really bad. 12, 6, 10 was the stats on it. We can view the stats and it'll tell us it's red. It's rank 3,780, which is really bad. But I was able to perform well with it, which is why I say stats are such a small part of the game. They will definitely edge you out if you have more bulkier stats in clutch situations, but overall it comes down to the gameplay and the moveset you have on that Pokemon. Alright, so what we are going to do here is I'm going to emphasize to you guys why the movesets are way more important than the stats. Now stats, like I've said before, do make a difference for about 5% of battles where, if you had a little bit more health, or you could have, won the CMP tie, but the matter of times that you guys are going to run into that is going to be very small. What I want you guys to focus on is the moveset. So right here we have an Azumarill on our left. This Azumarill is rank 1 PvP IV, 8, 15, 15, but it has Rock Smash as a fast move. Now the Azumarill on the right, as we see here, I just gave it random stats. I gave it 7 attack, 4 defense, 9 HP, and at level 40 it only maxes out at 1,420 combat power. That's 80 less combat power than the Azumarill on the left, but we gave it Bubble. So in the 2 different fast moves, and watch what happens, guys. The Azumarill on the right with the worst stats, drastically worse. Look at how many stats less that it has than the Azumarill on the left. It still wins. Like, that is crazy. In the 1, in the 2 shield, you completely outperform this Azumarill, and that is because of the moves, right? Bubble and Rock Smash. Rock Smash is in a really bad place right now. So on your Azumarill, you definitely want to have Bubble as your fast move. So I hope this video helps shed some light on IVs if you're new to PvP or if you're a veteran, because it shed light on the fact that there's a lot of gray area. You can go for the highest PvP IV possible, but you could lose CMP ties in a mirror fight in the 1 shield situation, or you could go higher attack stat and start winning CMP ties in the 1 shield situation. But if I'm being honest, guys, use what you can with what you have. It's way more important to have correct moves and use great skill in battle to win fights than relying on purely IVs to win all your battles, because every battle is going to be different. Every Pokemon that you face is going to be different, especially in Go Battle League. You are fighting random people on the internet in Go Battle League, so you cannot have a perfect Pokemon that can beat everything. It's how you use it and what moves you have, and IVs just add a little sprinkle on top to give you a better chance in battle. So if this helped you guys, please let me know down in the description. I've been holding off talking about IVs for a while now. I actually never have made a video about it, but I think I hit all the key points in this video. So let me know down in the comments. Be sure to smash that like button, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.